We say it with such certainty, don't we? I love you, we declare, as if it's an unbreakable vow, a promise etched in stone. I love you, whispered like a promise. These words are filled with hope, dreams, and the belief that this feeling will last forever. We look into each other's eyes, convinced this feeling is forever. We see a future together, filled with joy and shared moments. But what happens when forever starts to feel like a prison? When the days grow longer and the nights colder and the person you once adored becomes a stranger? When the love we swore was unshakable begins to crumble? The arguments start, the misunderstandings pile up and the distance grows. It's uncomfortable to admit, but love and hate aren't strangers. They are two sides of the same coin, emotions that can coexist in a fragile balance. They exist on a spectrum of emotion, and sometimes the line blurs. One moment you're in love and the next you're filled with frustration. We might not be screaming "I hate you" from the rooftops, but the silence can be deafening, the unspoken words louder than any shout. But a quiet resentment can build, a slow burn of frustration that's just as toxic. How does this happen? How do we go from love to resentment? How can the very person who was once our safe haven become a source of pain? The answer isn't simple, but it often lies in unmet expectations. The answer often lies in the gap between expectation and reality. When our dreams clash with the harshness of life, love can turn to disillusionment. Love thrives on connection, on feeling seen and understood. We bring our hopes and dreams into a relationship, both big and small. Maybe it's the longing for late-night talks or the comfort of shared dreams for the future. When these needs go unmet, resentment takes root. Imagine this: you crave emotional intimacy, but your partner struggles to express their feelings. You yearn for quality time, but busy schedules leave you feeling like ships passing in the night. These disconnects chip away at the foundation of your bond. It's not that your partner is malicious, but rather a misalignment of needs creates distance. Over time, unspoken frustrations fester, transforming love into a bitter cocktail of disappointment and anger. If unmet needs are the seeds of resentment, then poor communication is the fertile ground where they flourish. We assume our partners can read our minds, that they should just know what we need. But love doesn't come with a telepathy manual. We must learn to articulate our desires and concerns clearly and respectfully. This means mastering the art of both speaking and listening. Too often we fall into destructive patterns. We shut down, refusing to engage in meaningful conversations. Or we lash out, letting anger and frustration dictate our words. These communication breakdowns create a chasm between partners, leaving them feeling isolated and misunderstood. When conflict arises, it's human nature to deflect responsibility. We point fingers, build cases against our partners, and focus on their flaws. We become so fixated on proving our own righteousness that we lose sight of the bigger picture. We're on the same team. This blame game is a dangerous trap. It creates a dynamic of winners and losers, where one person's pain is always prioritized over the others. Instead of seeking understanding, we seek ammunition. We keep score of past transgressions, ready to whip them out at a moment's notice. This creates a toxic cycle of resentment and defensiveness, making it nearly impossible to address the underlying issues that plague the relationship. Section 5. Rebuilding the Bridge: 4 Pillars of Reconnection. Relationships can be challenging, and it's natural for them to go through ups and downs. However, when the connection starts to wane, it can feel like the end of the road. But it doesn't have to be. With dedication and the right approach, you can rebuild and strengthen your bond. It's easy to feel hopeless when love starts to fade. The distance can seem insurmountable, and the warmth you once shared may feel like a distant memory. But even the most fractured relationships can be salvaged with effort and commitment from both partners. It requires a willingness to face the issues head-on and a mutual desire to make things work. Here are 4 pillars to guide you. Honest communication. This is the foundation of any strong relationship. Create a safe space for open dialogue. It's essential to feel comfortable expressing your thoughts and feelings without fear of judgment or retaliation. Practice active listening, seeking to understand your partner's perspective without judgment. This means truly hearing what they have to say and acknowledging their feelings. Use I statements to express your feelings and needs. For example, say, "I feel hurt when," instead of "you always." This approach reduces defensiveness and fosters a more constructive conversation. Empathy and understanding. Step into your partner's shoes. Try to understand their emotions and experiences. Remember that they are not your adversary, but rather a fellow traveler on this journey. You're both on the same team, working towards a common goal. Try to see the world through their eyes, even if you don't always agree. This can help bridge gaps in understanding and bring you closer together. Focus on solutions. Shift from blame to collaboration. Instead of pointing fingers, work together to address the issues at hand. When conflict arises, work together to find solutions that benefit both partners. This collaborative approach fosters a sense of partnership and mutual respect. This requires flexibility, compromise, and a willingness to let go of the need to be right. It's about finding a middle ground where both partners feel heard and valued. Reignite intimacy. Physical and emotional intimacy are intertwined. They feed off each other and are both crucial for a healthy relationship. Make an effort to reconnect physically, whether it's through cuddling, holding hands, or engaging in physical touch. These small gestures can reignite the spark and bring you closer. Prioritize quality time together, engaging in activities you both enjoy. Shared experiences create lasting memories and strengthen your bond. By focusing on these 4 pillars, you can rebuild and fortify your relationship, creating a deeper, more meaningful connection. Section 6. Forgiveness, the hardest choice, the greatest gift. Forgiveness is not a sign of weakness, but rather an act of radical self-love. It doesn't excuse hurtful behavior, but it allows us to release the grip that anger and resentment have on our hearts. Forgiving your partner and yourself for past mistakes is crucial for moving forward. This doesn't happen overnight. It's a process that requires patience, compassion, and a willingness to let go. Remember, forgiveness is a gift you give yourself. It allows you to release the burden of the past and create space for healing and growth. Section 7. Small steps, big impact, reigniting the spark. Rebuilding a connection takes time and effort. There's no magic wand to erase past hurts, but small, consistent actions can create a ripple effect. Start with the little things: a heartfelt compliment, a loving touch, a shared moment of laughter. Make an effort to truly see your partner, to appreciate their strengths and acknowledge their efforts. Plan a date night, even if it's just a quiet evening at home. Put your phones away, engage in meaningful conversation, and rediscover the joy of each other's company. Section 8. Choosing love every single day. Love is not a destination, but a journey. It's a path we walk together, hand in hand, through the highs and lows, the joys and sorrows. It's about growing together, learning from each other, and building a life that is rich with shared experiences. It's a choice we make every single day, even when it's hard, even when we're angry, and even when misunderstandings cloud our judgment. It's about finding the strength to communicate, to listen, and to understand each other's perspectives, even when we feel like giving up. In those moments of doubt and despair, it's crucial to remember why we chose each other in the first place. Reflect on the love that brought you together and the dreams you share. The truth is, all relationships face challenges. No partnership is immune to the trials of life, but it's how we face these challenges that defines the strength of our bond. It's about resilience, patience, and unwavering commitment. The difference between those that thrive and those that wither lies in our willingness to show up, to do the work, and to invest in each other. It's about making the conscious decision to nurture the relationship, to apologize when we're wrong, and to forgive when we've been hurt, and to choose love, even when it's messy and complicated. Love isn't always neat and tidy. It's often filled with challenges and imperfections, but it's in these moments that our love is tested and strengthened. Remember, you are not alone. Every couple faces their own set of struggles, and it's important to lean on your support system. Friends and family can offer a listening ear, a shoulder to cry on, and valuable advice. Reach out for support when you need it. Don't hesitate to seek help from those who care about you. Sometimes an outside perspective can provide clarity and guidance. Seek guidance from a therapist or counselor who can provide a safe space to explore your feelings and develop healthy communication strategies. Professional help can be invaluable in navigating the complexities of a relationship. Love is a verb, an action word. It's about the little things we do every day to show our partner that we care. It's in the gestures, the words, and the actions that we express our love. Choose to love your partner, even on the darkest days. When times are tough, it's more important than ever to stand by each other, to offer support, and to be a source of strength. And choose to love yourself enough to believe that you are worthy of a love that is resilient, compassionate, and enduring. Self-love is the foundation of any healthy relationship. When we value ourselves, we can better appreciate and nurture the love we share with others.